back after having it in the shop for like 3 months, which was nice having it back, but there's still issues. So didn't want to start this morning, so I'm running late to work, and it's just all kinds of fun. So driving through the town of Andice in a car. Haven't done this for a long time. I don't like driving cars. I don't want to be in a car. I like trucks. I'm a truck guy. Oh, hey, welcome to RV Fishing Chat, where we talk about everything. Well, not quite. You won't hear me talking about the P word, the P-O-L-T-I, whatever that word is. P-O-L-I-T-I-C something, I don't know. I'm not the world's greatest speller off the top of my head. I can spell anything on paper, just about, or on the computer without spell check. I'm a phenomenal speller. And don't try to get me to spell something to you. I will butcher it because I am dyslexic. I know all the letters, but I don't know where they belong. So here I go, off to work again. I have to say, there's some nice bright spots in life, even though I just drove into a dim spot. And I'm shaking my coffee because make sure that the honey is mixed in properly, because I drink honey in my coffee. Natural, all natural. And anyway, so yeah, we got some bright spots in our lives, and we got some dim spots, and there's some things that are just driving us crazy, and finding work for Sarah is becoming more difficult than it appears. So we're a little bit discouraged in that department. We were kind of hoping that we would have a break on something, but so it is what it is. We just have to deal with it as they come and see what happens. I mean, there's probably something out there that she can do, and as a nurse, but apparently nurses don't like to hire nurses that have left and come back, or want to come back. They're just like, oh, you left? You're out. Just stay away. Yeah, that kind of ticks me off. I mean, she's got 11, 12, 13 years of experience. I think it's 13. 13 years of experience. And they're like, how long you been out? 5 years? Oh, you're no good. They don't say that, but, well, we need somebody who can hit the ground running. Well, I'm sorry, but did the human body change in 5 years? No. I just realized I'm messing up my view because I'm not looking directly at the phone. I'm supposed to look over here in this corner instead of over here. And I had to point more out the back, I guess. Anywho, so I really didn't have a whole lot to talk about today, just that I am in my 1950s. I wish I was in a 1970 Beetle. My old Beetle. That was a nice little Beetle. I would not be talking on the phone in it, though. That thing was noisy. So yeah, it's a 2006 Jetta with 198,000 miles on it, and it's got some quirks, some serious ones. So I'm gonna have to I mean, I say serious, there's some funky things He's like, it makes a funny noise when it's idling. But we had the EGR system removed, and it was the computer was reprogrammed, but they missed something because they still got a goof light that says, and then my mechanic said that the code was for a part that doesn't exist anymore. Fantastic. So, yeah, today's just a ramble chat, by the way. Kind of news. So what else is not happening in our lives? Let's see. Oh yeah, and I have my fancy smancy charger. Genius. This is the Boost HD because we got it for the truck. And it's kind of funny because we just had to jump start this thing twice this morning because the battery's trying to die. And the little bugger jumped twice and it didn't. I think it went down one bar on the device. So ooh, here we go. Gonna get some sun. Let me see if I can put on my my funky sunglasses. These are a little different than my other ones. They look more like real sunglasses once they're on, but I don't like the way they let light in around them. Well, that's an interesting thought. So, how many of you wear polarized sunglasses on the water? I tried to convince Sarah to do it, but she's kind of like, just doesn't like sunglasses, and so she doesn't like to do it. But then when she puts them on, she's like, oh wow, I can see the fish. Or I'm like, I mean, in fact, for a river fisherman, oh my goodness. Let's see if I can figure out how to get the cruise control to work on this car. It's so weird, so un-American. Oh wait, I'm driving a foreign car. All right, but yeah, so when you're going down a river without sunglasses, if the river's clear at all, you really need them because if you can't see in the water, then it doesn't help you. But if you got some clarity in the water, then you really need the sunglasses because it will help you be able to see rocks and stuff like that, especially if you're in any sort of a current. A heavy current, you can usually see the rocks because the water's going over it, but if you're in a light current or anything like that, you want to be able to see those rocks because as you go down the river, you really don't want to be you really don't want to be going you don't want to be going sideways or something like that in a light current and bump a rock while you're fishing. It's kind of a scary thing. And if you're standing or anything like that, well, that's even worse because a little bump can send you right overboard, and that's kind of bad. So yeah, it's one of those things where yeah, we tend to really make sure we have sunglasses on when we're going down the river. It makes a huge difference in your stability and ability to discern where you're going. Anyway, so I think that's about it. I don't know what else to talk about. I could probably talk all day, but anyway, new car. We're back in. I mean, not new car, but back in the car, which. We got this car before we ever started the RV fishing chat, and it literally sat for 3 months because my mechanic, bless his heart, he's fantastic with American-made cars. He owns one of these cars, just like this, a 2006 Jetta, and he really likes it. And when I came in and said, "Hey, can you work on it?" He was like, "Well, yes. It kind of depends on, I'm gonna I'm gonna have to learn on it, kind of thing. He didn't want to say that, but I could tell that's what he was thinking. And boy, it's weird changing lanes in this thing. It's one reason why I don't like this car, because I don't like driving cars. Whoa, why didn't they get a turn signal? That's weird. Turn light. Anyway, you have to turn your head and look out the side in order to see what's in your blind spot. And in my truck, I don't have to do that. But I'm really rambling because I forgot what I was talking about. I'll have to go back and watch the video to see. Now it's about the car. My mechanic's awesome, but he didn't charge me as much as a shop would have, because he was learning on it and that kind of thing as a dealer. Yeah, he did an all right job from what I could tell. I think the problem was he had to send the chip off, computer chip off, to get it fixed, reprogrammed for the EGR delete system. So, and something didn't fire correctly on the program because it's still trying to read a sensor. Anyway, so other than that, the car's running great. Brakes work again, because we had a vacuum leak somewhere, and that was all EGR system had vacuum leaks apparently. So yeah, it's running good, other than some funky noises and the battery issue. It sat for 3 months. Brand new battery, AGM battery. And it sat for 3 or 4 months and it's dead. It actually sat with us before we took it to him, so that's probably why it ran dead several times, and you're not supposed to do that. So gotta go buy another battery. So add that into the stinking cost of the car to get it fixed. So here I am at work. I'm gonna sign off. Sayonara, or say goodbye. Oh yeah, so tight lines, safe travels and tight lines. See you later.